Um, Thank you, Lauren, for beginning the recording. Do you want to go to the next slide, Lauren? Today we have a pretty short agenda. We are going to, in just a moment, I'll read through the names of the people that I see who are here, and please correct me if I'm missing anyone. Please also feel free to correct me if I mispronounce your name. And then we have public comments, member comments, and then just one item on our agenda, which is to begin consultation for the 27 RTIP. So with that, I'm going to read through the names that I see. I'm Kirsten Yucatel from SANDAG. Also with us from SANDAG, Lauren Lee, Richard Radcliffe, and Sam Sanford. I also see Brent Burge from Caltrans D11, Erica Vaca, Caltrans Headquarters, John Kelly, EPA, Karishma Becca, Caltrans Headquarters, Kevin Hernandez Rios, Caltrans Headquarters, Michelle Giron, Port of San Diego, and Sarah Thornburg from the County of San Diego. Is there anyone that I'm missing? Perfect. Okay, we are not a Brown Act body, but we are open to the public. So I don't see any unknown names here, but I'll just pause for a moment. And hearing none for public comments. Let me just open it up. Are there any member comments or announcements that anyone would like to share? Okay. The meeting minutes were attached to the agenda. So if you have a moment to take a look at those, if you see any errors, please let me know so we can make those corrections. And joining us right now also is Kevin Henron from CARB. So with that, next slide, please, Lauren. We'll turn to the 2027 RTIP. We are bringing you some of the consultation criteria today. We're going to, Richard Radcliffe is with me also from SANDAG, and he will go through our schedule, the public involvement and outreach plan, and then I will be going through the emissions budgets, some updates on our ABM model, and the growth forecast that we'll be using. And then next month, we will bring you the remaining consultation criteria along with our conformity results, and then share the determination with you after that. So Richard, can I turn it over to you to go through the schedule and the outreach plan? Oh, I'm sorry, we have one more person joining us. So I'll just let them in. Alejandro Nunez now with us also. Okay.
Can you hear me okay, Kirsten?
Yes, I can. Do you want to go to the next slide, Lauren?
Thank you. Okay, so thanks, Kirsten, and good morning, CWG members. I'm Richard Radcliffe, and I am the primary contact at SANDAG for the RTIP. And as of, next slide, please. Okay, so as of February 23rd, we have been underway with the development of the 2027 RTIP, and a draft schedule for the 27 RTIP has been included with this item, and the dates that are relevant to this group have been highlighted in green. Today, May 6th, is the initial consultation with this group. We plan to discuss the proposed project list with this group on June 3rd. And then from June 8th through July 8th, we will issue the 2027 draft conformity analysis for a 30-day review and comment period. And we'll discuss the 2027 conformity analysis at the July 1st CWG meeting. And then on July 24th, the SANDAG board will be asked to approve the release of the draft 2027 RTIP along with the draft air quality conformity analysis for a 30-day public comment period, which will end roughly around August 31st. And then on September 18th, the SANDAG Transportation Committee will hold the required public hearing on the 2027 RTIP. And then the SANDAG board will be asked to adopt the final 2027 RTIP at its meeting on September 25th. The statewide public comment period will begin on September 30th or October 1st, with federal approval expected for the 2027 RTIP on or around December 16th. And that does it for the schedule. If you want to move on to the next slide, please. I'll cover the public participation plan and outreach for the 2027 RTIP. Okay, so SANDAG's public participation plan policy can be found in SANDAG board policy number 25. This policy was last updated in February of 2018. And Part B is the section of this policy that discusses the requirements for the development of the RTIP. As I mentioned previously, SANDAG will release the conformity analysis for a noticed 30-day public comment period, and then we will also hold a public hearing on the 2027 RTIP, which will take place at the September 18th, 2026 Transportation Committee meeting. For the last several years, really since COVID, SANDAG has been holding hybrid meetings, offering both in-person and virtual options. And SANDAG meetings in general have seen an overall increase in public participation since offering the hybrid option. And since the 2027 RTIP will be based on the projects that were included in the 2025 Regional Transportation Plan, the public outreach for the 2027 RTIP relies primarily on the strategy and outreach events used for the 2025 Regional Transportation Plan. And that concludes what I have for the 2027 RTIP for my portion. I'm happy to take any questions before I pass it over to Kirsten.
Okay, Lauren, will you go to the next slide, please? And I also want to let everyone know that Suzanne Martinez from SANDAG and Roy Aboud from Caltrans D11 have also joined us. Okay, so for the 2027 RTIP, we're going to be using MFAC 21. We'll be modeling for the two NACs with 2008 ozone and 2015 ozone, consistent with the 2020 SIP. We are using MFAC 21 plus the recently approved adjustment factors that will reflect the impact of rescinding the California waivers. Next slide, please. We are going to be modeling 2029, 2032, 2040, and 2050 for our air quality conformity model run years. Next slide, please. We're going to be using the ABM3, which is the same ABM model that we used for the 2025 regional plan. There have been a few fixes and updates to the ABM3 since the adoption of the 25 plan. And I'll just go through those quickly. Will you go to the next slide, please? So this is, you can see the release notes and where you can get more detailed information if you want. But we have upgraded the transit and traffic assignment platform to improve performance and compatibility. There was a bug that was found in toll volume calculations on managed lanes, so that's been addressed. There's also been an improvement and an update to the bike route choice model. And we have used the 2023 onboard survey to recalibrate the transit mode choice in ABM3. And we have also updated airport mode and destination models using a recent 2023 airport survey that was completed. We do these updates and bug fixes customarily on the model as we, just as they come up and as they are available. So it's not particularly unusual, and we don't expect this to really have any particular impact on the outputs. But this is the newest additions to ABM3, and that's what we'll be using to do the conformity runs, to get the data for the conformity runs for the 27 RTIP. Next slide, please. Additionally, today, we wanted to confirm for you that we will be using the 2050 growth forecast, Series 15. There have been no updates to Series 15 since the adoption of the regional plan. That's entirely the same. And that is the speed run of the consultation criteria that we're bringing you today on the 27 RTIP. Do you want to go to the next slide, please? Our next meeting is on June 3rd. And that, as Richard indicated, is when we will be bringing you the remaining criteria and the project list, which we will distribute in advance in case there are questions or concerns, and our preliminary conformity results, and then we'll release the determination for your review and input shortly after our June 3rd meeting. So let me pause and ask if there are any questions on any of the pieces of information we've brought you today. Coming through for me, Roy. Do you want to unmute?
Yeah, sorry, just want to jump right in. Is it possible you can share this PowerPoint with me, Christian? I just want to share it with our headquarters. Do you know?
Yeah,
That's all.
definitely. It
Keep them
was.
in the loop. I didn't
It's-
see it in the invite. That's
It's
why.
not in the invite. I did send it separately yesterday.
Oh, okay.
No,
Sorry.
but you can't find it? Oh, no. No, it should have been it totally fine. And then there was the Zoom mix-up, so you probably have multiple emails from me already. I'm happy to send it to you, the PDF of it separately, or anyone else who requests it.
I appreciate
So that
that.
you
Sorry.
can. Sure, I'll do that
Thank
after
you.
the meeting. Yeah. Any other questions or comments? Okay. Well, hearing none, thank you so much. We really appreciate your time. Oh, Maurice is arriving just in time. Hi, Maurice. You're arriving just in time because I'm about to conclude. But let me pause in case you have any questions or comments that you would like before we.
Oh no, sorry, I was late.
Oh, no, I apologize for the Zoom link inconsistencies and everything else this morning. So I appreciate everyone coming regardless. But I'm happy, Maurice, if you want. Roy had asked me for the PowerPoint to share with headquarters, and I'm happy to send that to you also since we raced through it this morning, if you would like to review that.
Thank you, Kirsten. Yes, I'd appreciate it. Thank you.
Okay, I'll do that after the meeting. Okay. Well, I want to thank everyone again for coming. And we will see you next month with the balance of the consultation. Have a great day.